Let's turn to the book of Mark. Mark chapter 8. Mark chapter 8, starting in verse 1, it says, "In those days the multitude being very great, and having nothing to eat, Jesus called his disciples unto him, and said unto them, I have compassion on the multitude, because they have now been with me 3 days, and have nothing to eat. And if I send them away fasting to their own houses, they will faint by the way, for divers of them came from far. And his disciples answered him, From whence can a man satisfy these men with bread here in the wilderness? And he asked them, How many loaves have ye? And they said, 7. And he commanded the people to sit down on the ground. And he took the 7 loaves, and gave thanks, and brake, and gave to his disciples to set before them. And they did set them before the people. And they had a few small fishes, and he blessed and commanded to set them also before them. So they did eat and were filled. And they took up of the broken meat that was left 7 baskets. And they that had eaten were about 4,000. And he sent them away. And straightway he entered into a ship with his disciples, and came into the parts of Dalmanutha. And the Pharisees came forth and began to question with him, seeking of him a sign from heaven, tempting him. And he sighed deeply in his spirit, and saith, Why doth this generation seek after a sign? Verily I say unto you, there shall no sign be given unto this generation. And he left them, and entering into the ship again, departed to the other side. Now, what is interesting is in verse 12, is when Jesus said, and he sighed deeply in his spirit, and said, Why does this generation seek after a sign? The Jews, they required a sign. These Pharisees, they required a sign, some sort of sign, saying, "Okay, this is the one. This is it. This is the powerful master. This is he." Well, in all of the Old Testament, in all of the generations before the Pharisees, Jesus was the Word. The Word was given to the people continually, generation after generation after generation, through the prophets, through his scriptures, through Isaiah, through in every aspect of time. You could say that the Word was the sign. And it's like a great big banner. Christ is the banner in himself. He was the Word. He was the Word in the beginning. And so it's interesting when he said, and he sighed deeply in his spirit and said, Why doth this generation seek after a sign? Verily I say unto you, there shall no sign be given unto this generation. He was the very Word in front of them. It was like a great big stop sign right in front of them, and they couldn't see. We ought to see who Christ is. We ought to tell the world who Christ is. We ought to give the world, show this world the banner. Show the world that Jesus Christ is the Word. Give the Word out.
Yeah.
Let's all stand.